Some boots make you look poor, and it has nothing to do with the price. It's not the leather or the brand, it's the message they send. Without realizing it, you could be dulling your presence and your style every time you wear them. Today, I'm going to show you the 10 types of boots that truly elegant women never wear, and that could be ruining your image without you even noticing. Stay until the end, because number 1 is the most common, the most deceptive, and you probably have it in your closet right now. Boot number 10. Cheap patent leather boots. There's a type of shine that doesn't illuminate, it just exposes. Cheap patent leather boots are that silent mistake many women make, thinking they're adding a sophisticated touch to their look, when in reality, they're doing the opposite. That plastic shine, that squeak when walking, that look that tries to be elegant, but ends up being anything but. They don't make you look modern or refined. They make you look forced, careless, and yes, a bit cheap. Queen Laetitia, without saying a word, is living proof that good taste lies in noble materials and flawless finishes. When she wears patent leather, it's in moderation, with sober tones and pieces that complement, never compete, because she knows real elegance is built on visual silence, not plastic shine. The solution? Invest in quality. If you like glossy finishes, look for high-end patent leather with structure, in classic colors like black, burgundy, or brown. That kind of boot doesn't just upgrade your outfit, it elevates your presence. And remember, a queen doesn't shine, she radiates with elegance. The right patent leather isn't the one that shines the most, but the one that reflects subtly and with grace. Good patent leather enhances your presence without screaming for attention, letting your style speak for itself. Get ready, because the next mistake doesn't just make noise, it also weighs you down. If you're enjoying this kind of advice, subscribe to the channel. Here, we talk about fashion, yes, but mostly about self-worth, style, and feminine power. Boot number 9. Boots with chains and excessive metal details. Boots covered in hardware, studs, and chains all have something in common, a desperate need for attention. Every time you walk in them, they don't just make noise, they compete with your outfit, your attitude, your presence. And darling, that's not elegance, that's visual noise. These styles may seem bold, but what they really do is harden your entire look, steal fluidity, and take away the harmony every stylish woman seeks. They don't flatter, they don't elevate, and worst of all, they don't age well, not in your closet, and not in the memory of anyone who sees you walk by. The solution? Smooth leather boots. Maybe with a subtle buckle power, doesn't need aggressive decorations. What's subtle is what truly makes an impact. A queen doesn't need armor. Her stride already commands respect. Because at this age, we're not here to play dress up as a bad girl. You've already been bold. You've already been rebellious. Now it's time to be unforgettable without relying on a design that looks straight out of a 2005 music video. True style is selective, and so should you be. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Boot number 8. Fluorescent colored boots. Some colors light you up, others drown you out with noise. Fluorescent boots are an unnecessary scream in a look that should speak softly, but with strong intention. Neon green, blinding fuchsia, highlighter yellow. Do you really want your feet to be the first and only thing everyone remembers about you? Julianne Moore, a woman with an impeccable color palette, never submits to shades that clash with her essence. When she chooses boots, She goes for deep, muted tones that highlight her skin, her eyes, and her effortless elegance. Because she knows color shouldn't devour you, it should elevate you. If you like color, go for forest green, olive, mustard, rose, blue, red. Vibrant but not neon. These boots try hard to appear youthful, but what they actually convey is anxiety. Anxiety to stand out, to follow fleeting trends, to prove that you're still in. But you have nothing to prove. You're here to teach, with presence. Color has no age, but it does have purpose. And if you're going to stand out, let it be for your poise, not for looking like a walking highlighter. Because if the color you're wearing shouts louder than you, then you don't need it. But the next boot, it might seem harmless, but it's the worst trap. Boot number 7, boots with excessive fur. Some clothes keep you warm, others just overwhelm. Boots with too much visible fur, especially those that spill out in different colors, make your whole outfit lose its shape. That visible coziness steals your presence, definition, and turns you into a fluffier version of yourself. They don't flatter your ankles, they distort your legs, and they shorten your silhouette. Plus, they're usually made from materials that age poorly. The fur gets dirty, flattens, loses shape, and looks old, even if the boot is only 2 seasons in. And let's be honest, do you want to look warm or unkempt? If you need warmth, go for boots with thermal lining on the inside. No furry evidence on the outside. There are models that hug the foot and flatter your figure without sacrificing a bit of elegance, because comfort is not the same as carelessness, and you can have both. The most stylish women aren't the ones who show the most or who bundle up the most on the outside, but those who know how to protect themselves from the cold without losing presence. A boot can keep you warm, yes, but it shouldn't take away the visual respect you've earned over the years. That one was already a mistake, but the next one, it can ruin your whole outfit. Boot number 5, transparent boots. Transparent boots. I get it. Sometimes fashion brings out bold ideas that seem modern, futuristic, even sexy, but there's a very thin and dangerously clear line between innovative and ridiculous. Transparent boots cross that line without looking back. These boots, made from vinyl or synthetic plastic, promise originality, but deliver discomfort, sweat, and a visual effect no grown woman needs. The material fogs up, scratches, clings to the skin, and exposes everything that should never be center stage. Tight seams, squished toes, even natural foot moisture. Everything shows. Everything. Plus, these boots offer no real elegance. They look fragile, they deform with use, and they give off a vibe of improvisation, as if you didn't have real shoes and just went out in an experiment. You deserve more than that. Instead of transparent boots, go for cream or white-toned ones. They're elegant, clean, and match almost anything without looking overdone. These colors bring freshness and sophistication, offering a polished, modern image, and they elevate any outfit without stealing the spotlight. Elegance lies in what's implied, not what's put on full display. If you're after a modern effect, those colors with clean lines and good structure will give you what you want. Let it suggest, without exposing what no one needs to see. Showing too much doesn't make you confident. Knowing what to show does. And the next pair, you probably think you'd never wear it until you realize it's been in your closet for years. Boot number 4, printed boots. Few things can sabotage an outfit as quickly as a pair of boots covered in prints. Over-the-top animal prints, florals, stripes, checks. What might be fun as a fabric detail becomes a visual mess when it's on your shoes. No matter how classy the rest of your outfit is, if your boots look like they came from a furniture catalog, all your effort goes to waste. Donatella Versace, an iconic designer known for her bold style, has shown that even in eccentricity, there is hierarchy. When she wears prints, she balances them with structure, clean silhouettes, and an attitude that backs up every choice. But not every woman wants or needs to project excess in order to stand out. These boots do steal attention, yes, but not the good kind. They're hard to match, they make your look age visually, and they greatly limit your outfit options. Instead of adding personality, they take away versatility. Instead of adding elegance, they add confusion. Want to stand out? Do it through design, not through prints. Choose smooth leather boots in classic tones. And if you want a detail, let it be subtle. A visible seam, a discreet buckle, a soft texture. Sophistication lies in what looks simple, but is thoughtfully chosen. A queen doesn't need decorations to stand out. Her presence is already her best signature, and you won't believe how common the next mistake is. Many make it thinking they look trendy. Boot number 3, boots with giant platforms. Nothing says, "I'm trying too hard," like a 5-centimeter sole that looks more like a brick than a shoe. Giant platforms distort your silhouette, shorten you visually, and make you walk like you're climbing invisible stairs with every step. Thalia, dear and always radiant, has experimented with many styles throughout her career. And while on stage, she can get away with extravagant choices. In her more recent appearances, when she aims for a sophisticated look, she goes for sleek, well-structured footwear that complements her figure without overwhelming it. She understood that fashion should also evolve with your stage of life. Boots with exaggerated platforms project a heavy, stiff, artificial image. There's no fluidity in your movement, no natural posture, and let's be honest, no real comfort. They're also tied to an overly youthful style that brings neither maturity nor elegance, but rather anxiety to appear as someone you no longer are. The solution? A medium-heeled boot, block, or soft cone that elongates the leg without sacrificing your walk. Because you don't need artificial height to rise. Your presence already does that for you. It's not about walking like a runway model. It's about stepping with confidence without losing style. An elegant woman always finds balance between design and comfort, without looking like she's carrying 2 bricks under her feet. With the right shoes, your figure elongates, your walk softens, and your image elevates, because every step should be a statement, not a battle against gravity. There is no style without comfort, and no power without stability. But the next one challenges even the best taste, and few manage to pull it off with style. Boot number 2, boots with fringes. Some pieces have history, and others should stay there. Fringed boots, no matter how boho chic they once were, today feel more like part of a costume than a real style choice. And the longer and swingier the fringe, the worse it gets. Jennifer Lopez, with her bold and versatile style, has evolved beautifully over the years. Though early in her career, she wore flashy, overloaded outfits, today, when she wants to look elegant and powerful, she goes for clean lines, solid colors, and textures that whisper luxury without needing decoration. She understood that maturity also means knowing when to stop impressing and start making an impact. When you walk in them, the fringes fly, bounce, and sway. And all the attention goes straight to your feet, but not in the way you want. they end up visually shortening your legs, adding unnecessary volume, and turning a carefully styled look into a cartoonish one, like you dressed up for a themed rodeo instead of an elegant outing. Worse yet, they don't age well. What seems original today becomes a "what was I thinking" tomorrow, and you're no longer here to make excuses for your clothes. You're here to make choices that support you, not ones that raise eyebrows. The alternative is much simpler. Mid-calf boots in smooth leather with a clean design and a moderate heel classic? Yes, but never boring, because a queen doesn't need ornaments dancing for her. Her style already moves to its own rhythm. When your outfit speaks louder than you, something's off balance. Excessive movement doesn't say freedom, it says lack of direction. A woman with true style knows when to let go and when to hold back. Plain boots project cleanliness, order, and effortless sophistication. Without unnecessary trims or seams, they maintain an elegant and versatile look. They're a reliable foundation that matches everything and elevates any outfit without competing for attention. The last boot might seem harmless, but it's the most deceptive, and it can completely shatter your elegance. Boot number 1. Metallic or glitter boots. Sparkle. That old enemy disguised as glamour. Glitter boots or metallic finishes promise a party, but often deliver a cheap, overdone, and totally out-of-place look. They shine more than you do, and that, darling, is already a disrespect. Shakira, for example, has mastered the stage with sparkling outfits and eye-catching boots that work perfectly in her pop star role. But off stage, when she wants to look elegant and natural, she chooses more understated pieces, neutral tones, and textures that match her energy without competing with it. Because even the brightest know when to turn down the volume to turn up the style. Glitter, in particular, has a big problem. It never stays put. It sheds, scratches, wears off, and what began as an attempt to stand out ends up looking like a schoolcraft project. And metallics? If they're not ultra high quality, they look plastic, loud, and, frankly, cheap. My advice? Leave the excessive sparkle to Christmas decorations. If you want to turn heads, do it with texture. Soft suede, nubuck leather, or high-quality patent leather. In a subtle version, you don't need sparkles to shine. You only need to be yourself. Elegance doesn't need special effects. A well-dressed silhouette in noble materials has more impact than 1,000 hollow glimmers. It's not about shining. It's about knowing how and when to do it. You don't need to prove you're a star. You were born one. You just need your shoes to stop competing for your light and start walking with you toward where you truly belong. If you made it this far, drop a "elegance in every step" in the comments so I know you're part of our community of women who shine from within. What you learned today is just the beginning. My ebook, More Elegant Than Ever, will show you how to dress for your body type, choose your best colors, and so much more. The link's in the description, and only the first ones to grab it will get all the exclusive content, because you deserve to look like a queen.